Hey guys, Liz here from PLEA TV. Today I'm going to show you how to make a super simple hummus recipe with just a few basic ingredients that you probably already have in your pantry. The only thing that you might not have is tahini. So this is a sesame paste, but you can get it at your local grocery store. It's super cheap. Yeah, and otherwise let's just get started. So these are the basic ingredients you're going to need to make a hummus. Just a can of chickpeas. These are like $1 at Superstore. Tahini, like I mentioned. A lemon. You can use lemon juice too if you have like that big bottle in your fridge. Garlic, always important. Olive oil, whatever kind of olive oil you have. You could use canola, but I like the taste of olive better. You need some salt, and you need a blender of some kind. You could use like a magic bullet if you have it, or like a Nutri blender or a regular blender. I'm going to use my food processor because that's what I have and what I like. I also have in my fridge a bag of cilantro that's going bad, so we're going to just chuck that in at the end too and make it extra tasty. Okay, so I want to take a minute and talk about your chickpeas. You're going to want to make sure that you get canned chickpeas, okay? If you get a bag of beans, they're going to be hard. So if you have a bag of beans or peas at home, you need to soak these overnight before you make them. And so you need to soak them in 1 part beans, so like maybe half a cup of beans, to 2 parts water, so double the amount of water for however much beans you have in there, and soak them overnight until they're soft. Then you can use dried beans, but it's just way easier if you have them to use a can of chickpeas. Okay, so if you don't have a blender or a NutriBullet or any of those kinds of things, you have a couple of options. You could make them in a bowl with a fork and just mash your chickpeas as you go. You're going to want to make sure that you cut up your garlic really small before you make it this way. And it's going to take you a little bit of a long time, but you can do it. Or a bowl with a potato masher, probably a bigger bowl than this. But that is one option. Another option is, this is called a mortar and pestle. You may not have one in your house, that's fine if you don't, but you can make up something with this general idea, right? So it's a bowl and then something to brush it with. This one's made of stone, as they mostly are, and then you just crush things together, okay? So those are a couple options if you don't have a blender at your disposal. So first things first, we're gonna rinse our chickpeas. So you just take them, you put them into a colander or a sieve like this, and then you just run them under some cold water. Because when you open that can, there's gonna be a lot of like liquid in there, and you don't want that in your hummus. It's not tasty. So these have been rinsed, and we're just gonna go ahead and pop them into our thing, spill them all over our kitchen. In they go. Okay, then next we're going to take our garlic. Garlic is very personal, whatever you like. I'm going to put 3 cloves of garlic in because I like garlic a lot. Okay, so super easy way to peel garlic. You take your knife. This is obviously not the sharp side, and you're going to put it on top of your garlic, and you're just going to push down, making sure to keep your hand far away from that blade. Please don't cut yourself, okay? So push down with the heel of your hand on the blade, or on the blunt side of the knife, okay? And then garlic peels should just pop right off. So we're gonna peel our garlic. Garlic is peeled. We're going to cut the little nubbins off the end. See this little nubbin here? We don't want that. It's going to throw some hard. Cut that a little bit off. knife. That in the compost. And then we're just gonna chuck these into the food processor just like this. If your food processor isn't as powerful or you're doing it by hand, you may want to cut those up beforehand. Okay, you're gonna take your lemon, just cut it in half. Again, being careful of the blade of your knife. And we're just gonna go ahead and squeeze that in. Don't get any seeds in there. You can do this so that you catch any seeds that fall. Okay. And we may end up adding the other half of the lemon, but for now we're just gonna go with that. Okay. Get that lemon off my hands. Okay, next thing, tahini. You want to give this a good stir before you put it in because it does settle to the bottom. I don't have very much left, so that's okay. So we're going to just take a couple good spoonfuls of the tahini and pop it in. Okay, about that much, give or take. As you make your hummus, you will decide if you like the taste. If you want more, if you want less, whatever. It's totally up to you. Okay, and then we're going to add a pinch of salt. Okay, about, whoop, that's way too much. I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt. Chickpeas aren't very flavorful on their own, so it does take a fair bit of salt to go in. And then I'm gonna give it a good bit of olive oil. So the olive oil is just gonna be the lubricant. It's gonna get everything moving, and we will probably have to add some more, but we'll start with that. Okay, so now we're gonna put our lid on, and we're gonna put it on the highest setting that we can if we have a blender. Okay. See, things will start to move around and then they'll stop, and that means that we don't have enough liquid in there, so we need to add more olive oil, get things pumping. It does take a fair bit of olive oil to make hummus. Spoon or a spatula or whatever, you're just gonna scrape them down. Be careful of those blades inside. That would be good. So this will take a lot of blending because chickpeas are hard. Add another little load of oil. Okay, so now we've been blending for a little bit, so we're gonna take a look inside. Okay, so you can poke it, careful of those blades, and you'll see that it's still a little bit chunky. So we're gonna wanna blend it a little bit more because I like my hummus nice and smooth. We're also gonna taste it and decide if it needs more salt or more lemon, because this is essentially what it's gonna taste like at the end. So mine is good. I think maybe I might add a little bit more lemon, and I'm just gonna blend it for a couple more minutes. Okay, so we've come to the end of our blending, and now it's time to add our last ingredient, which is cilantro. So you don't have to use cilantro if you don't like it. You could put roasted garlic or pine nuts or roasted red peppers or, I don't know, parsley. Really, whatever you have in your fridge that you want to use up is going to be great in hummus. You can try it. Maybe take just a little bit of your hummus and try mixing some in and see if you like that. But I have cilantro, so I'm going to use it. So the thing with cilantro or any other fresh herb, if you're going to put it in a blender with something, you want to give it a really quick chop beforehand so that it's already in small enough pieces so you don't get it mushy when you blend it into your hummus. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now, we dump it into our blender. Perfect. So now we're going to gently take the blade out, give that a good tap, put it to the side, and then put our hummus into our container here. And this is really great. It's a good source of protein. It's a good source of fat because of the olive oil in it. It's quite healthy, and it's cheap to make. Once you have a thing of tahini, you can make things for forever with it. So now you can either eat this right away with some crackers, like I have, or you can cover it in an airtight container, like a Ziploc container or any other container with a lid, or even some plastic wrap, and it will stay in your fridge for a couple of weeks if it lasts that long. Otherwise, enjoy.